12 Thesis on Israel, what we as Christians believe on the basis of the Bible about Israel and the Jewish people. Thesis number 1 was this: we believe that Israel was created and chosen by God to bless the nations. An instrument of blessing in God's hand for the whole world. That's why Israel was created and chosen to be God's representative in this world. He gave the Bible through the Jewish people. He spoke audibly to the prophets of Israel. And ultimately, the greatest blessing for the whole world became the coming of Jesus Christ, the Messiah of Israel, the anointed one. Again, a miracle baby. The origin of Israel was the miracle baby Isaac. The origin of the church of Christianity is another miracle baby. There was this young Jewish woman. She was a virgin. And one day the angel comes to her and says, next year you will be with child. You will have a son. And she says, that's impossible. I'm a virgin, I have no sexual intercourse with a man, how can I ever be pregnant? And the angel says, the Holy Spirit will come upon you, and the holy child that will be born will be called Son of the Most High. God will be his father, and you will be his mother. And 9 months later, Jesus Christ was born. From his Jewish mother, he was given as the greatest gift that God could give to the whole world. Again, a blessing that God brought into this world through the Jewish people. Now, thesis number 1 said, we believe that Israel was created and chosen by God to bless the world. But thesis number 2 is this: we believe that the church and the nations should bless Israel. So Israel is there to bless us, but God in his word says that we, the church, the nations, should bless Israel. That's already right in the beginning in the calling of God. He spoke to Abram, I will make you into a great nation, I will bless you, I will make your name great, you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse. And all peoples on earth will be blessed through you. So, I will bless those who bless you, O Israel. It's very simple. God tells us, the church, the world, the nations, if you want to be blessed, bless Israel. Bless the Jewish people. If you as a church wants to be blessed, let your church bless Israel. If you personally want to be blessed, start blessing Israel and the Jewish people. Just do it, says God. That's why I've brought them into the world. I want to bless you, but to be able to bless you, you have to bless the Jewish people. You have to bless Israel. There's a beautiful passage in the book of Numbers. In the book of Numbers, we find a non-Jew, a sorcerer, a kind of occult person who has the power to curse. So when the Jewish people in those days went from the slavery in Egypt to the promised land through the desert, there were nations who didn't like that at all. And they hired this person, Balaam, or Biliam as the Bible calls him. You are a powerful man. If you curse, people will be damaged, ultimately lost. So we give you a lot of money if you curse Israel. And Biliam likes money. and he accepts the request, but somehow God blocks him from cursing. By the way, there are a lot of people today who curse the Jews. There's also nations who curse the Jews. God says, if you do that, I will curse you. Now, Willem is going to curse Israel, but God stops him. Read it in Numbers 22, 23, beautiful with the donkey story, etc. And then you read this in Numbers 23, verse 8. How can I curse those whom God does not curse? How can I denounce those whom the Lord has not denounced? From the rocky peaks I see them. He sees the tents of all the Israelites in the desert. From the rocky peaks I see them. From the heights I view them. I see a people who live apart and will not be considered as one of the nations. Apart. Biblically speaking, you have in the world the nations, the United Nations today, plus one more nation. And that one more nation is Israel, that shall not be considered to be one of the nations. They're separated. Separate means holy. Holy is not without sin, but it is set apart to be an instrument of blessings in the hand of God. And then in the next chapter, Willem quotes exactly what is written in Genesis 12, 1-3. May those who bless you be blessed, and may those who curse you be cursed. So we believe that the church and the nations should bless Israel and not curse them.